The famous Globe Theatre was rebuilt recently, but was originally constructed by the Shakespeare Play Company in the 17th century. Its original name Globe comes from the expression that everybody in this world is an actor. When the Globe Theatre was built, it was very different from the modern-day theatre, because all plays were played during the day since it was too costly to brighten the stage and the seats with individually lit candles. Also, the reason behind the success of this theatre was the affordability. The cheapest seats just in front of the stage were only £5, which was affordable to everybody. Because the seats were so close up to the stage, some of the audiences screamed and threw things at the actors when they didn't like the play or how they acted. Sadly, the churches hated the Globe, calling them the Satan's Nest during Shakespeare's time, causing the Globe Theatre to be built right outside of those city walls. In addition, another tragic element to the Shakespeare's play was the fact that women weren't allowed to act, which caused the young boys to substitute for the female characters. The place where I am standing right now was where the prices of the seats were the cheapest. It was only £5 as stated before to get into this part of the theatre. Some people claimed that these seats were the worst since when it rained, there was nothing above their heads to protect them from the rainwater, while others claimed that these seats were the best since you were allowed to watch the play right in front of the stage, which was much more interactive than sitting at the back. There is one main difference between the current theatre and the Globe Theatre, which is the acoustics. Nowadays, when people go to the theatre, they tend to concentrate more on watching the play or watching the movie. That is the main reason why many movies nowadays are in 3D. However, back in the days, watching the play wasn't a huge deal. Instead, hearing the play, the acoustics was the most important factor. That was why the most expensive seats in the theatre were the ones that were able to catch the actor's voice the most. The place where I am currently at is the place where people were able to hear the play with the best audio. In order to show the finest details of the play, the stage of the theatre was built to represent three worlds. The first world that the theatre represented was heaven, which was beyond the actual stage. The second world and the third was the earth and the hell, which was represented by the actual stage and the space beneath the stage. The actors utilized these different spaces to create different sceneries necessary for the play. Lastly, the Globe Theatre was purposely built in a round shape in order to increase the immersive experience. Although this building was well built, it was burnt down twice because the building was built all with wood, which can be easily caught on fire. Because of the history of this building and how easy it was to get this building on fire, it took a long time to get the permit to rebuild the theatre. In total, it took 8 years to rebuild this masterpiece, the Globe Theatre.